welcome to Daily Life Connection. Thanks for joining me again today as we continue to explore this amazing parable that Jesus told in Luke chapter 15. Today we want to look at verses 13 to 16, and it reads like this. Not long after that, the youngest son got together all he had. He set out for a distant country, and there he squandered his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in the whole country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of the country who sent him into the field to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pods the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. What a sad and tragic moment this is in the story. You see, the reality is the world does offer excitement and ego strokes and some thrills, but it makes us pay everything. Yeah, there's some fun to be found outside of the will of God, to be found outside of His kingdom principles and values, outside His instructions, but we end up losing everything. We end up paying dearly for it. Paul said it this way. He said, the wages of sin is death. Sin pays. Walking outside the instructions of God costs us everything, and it will make you pay. So this son went out, and for a while he was having a really great time. But then a severe famine came. See, the problem with basing our life to the full on what this world can offer us is this world is a very fickle place. And all of a sudden, a famine comes along, and we lose everything. And along with his money that was gone, he lost his friends, he lost his possessions, he lost his status, he lost everything there. He paid all his money, but ended up with nothing. The world's system is everything outside the kingdom of God, everything outside its values. It's primarily a performance-based system. If you have the right goods, then you will get rewarded. But when you don't have them, there is no reward. And that's what this younger son found out, is suddenly when he had no more resources, everything disappeared from him. That is in stark contrast to what is offered to us through Jesus, who is the tree of life. John said it this way, he said, in him was life. And Jesus said, I've come that you might have life to the full. Now, is there a cost for that? Yes, he paid it. He paid the cost for us. He's like the father in this story who paid everything. And when the son comes back, he gives him the robe and the ring and the sandals and a big banquet in his honor. He slaughters a calf, has roast barbecue beef again for him, all at the father's expense. The father pays for everything. You see, the son comes back with nothing, but because the world has taken it all from him. See, there's the good news, isn't it? For all the people in the world who've sort of come to the end of their rope, who've found life empty and hollow and disappointing and treacherous, and it's just robbed them of their dignity and robbed them of who they are, and robbed them of their dreams and robbed them of their relationships. When people come to that place, the good news is everything you need is in the Father's house, and He's paid for it all, and it's all free. Interesting, back in Isaiah chapter 55, there's a wonderful passage that echoes this, and the Lord is speaking through the prophet Isaiah, and He says, come, all of you who are thirsty, come to the waters. And you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without cost. There it is, the free blessing, graciousness of our God, who says, you're hungry, you're thirsty, you have some needs. The world's robbed you of everything. The world's taken everything from you and stolen all the goodsness out of your life. Well, you know what? Come back to me, which is exactly the father in this story. When the son comes back to the father's presence, poor, broken, discouraged, shamed, guilt-ridden, he comes back a total failure and a loss. Instantly, he regains everything that would make for a life to the full. And it's all found there. So yeah, while the world does offer some thrills, it makes us pay, and makes us pay dearly for those good times. And then when it robs us and leaves us empty and broken, it just walks away. It does nothing for us. That's the reality of following a system that's outside God's system. However, the good news is, the good news, the great news, the amazing news is, we're always welcome back home. And there, the Father has paid for everything, and it's all free for us. That's called grace. Well, God bless you. We'll talk again tomorrow.